know we can regenerate the land. We can regenerate through several different techniques where we are. Our bodies are no different. They're part of this whole biosphere that we live in. And when we give them what they need, not what we want, what our eyes want, but what our body needs, we'll regenerate. We will get healthy. Today is day 141 of the 180-degree lifestyle change in 180 days. So we have
19 days left.
No. 180 minus 141 is more than 19.
39 days left.
Very good. I love the math. This is great. So we still have a while. We can still pull this off. We can change our lifestyle. We're working at it.
Sorry.
So during these last 39 days, we're going to spend time clarifying what hardiness approach is all about.
Right. And mostly it is about being well, and the dog wants out. Most illnesses happen because of poor nutrition.
Can you prove that?
Yeah, look at us. We were both not doing well for a long time. And then we changed our diet completely and exercised.
It's true, though.
It is true. It's very true. You know, the other day...
I mean, we're lucky, we're fortunate, we're blessed, we're all of those things.
Absolutely.
But we also know if we had continued doing what we were doing, we wouldn't be where we are right now. We wouldn't. Just wouldn't be.
You know, in a way earlier video, we talked about how Jim had a heart scare, and his heart was okay. It was just stress. And he ended up with 3 days in the cardiac unit. But it was enough to scare us into making a major change. We met someone in the last few weeks who he's my age, who's had a heart attack.
He's a young guy.
He's my age. He's a young guy. And he has had a heart attack, and I was standing here, and Jim was standing here, and he was standing here, so they're facing each other. And here's Jim with his belly that's thin, and here's this person whose belly is out like this. Jim's belly used to be out like that when he had the problem. And where we have the dismay is that when this happened to Jim, it shocked us into change right then and there. It was like, throw everything out that we have, we're starting over. But what we heard in this individual and what we hear in so many people is a total and absolute lack of hope. When Jim was talking to him about how diet and exercise could change his health, he says, well, I'd like to believe that, but I don't. And people just have the idea that it's
I was dumbfounded. I'm like, really?
We didn't
I'm
even know
telling
what
you,
to say.
I did it and I've changed, and you just think maybe it's going to work? Here I am. This is not an aberration. Anyway.
So disease that isn't caused by poor nutrition is very rare. But if it is caused by poor nutrition over years of it, it doesn't matter how old you are, you can turn things around. I have a really good friend who has osteoporosis, and she's older than me, and she knows that through her diet and exercise, she can reverse it. And that's the difference between the hope and the no hope.
Also, the recommended diets that you see from the USDA and all the other official organizations, many of them are inadequate. Some are outright wrong. They cause problems instead of fixing them.
Absolutely. People that say, well, just take this supplement. Remember what we've said, if someone is selling you an idea and they sell supplements, it doesn't mean their idea is wrong, but just understand what they're doing. We finally took some supplements, and then we just got inundated with catalogs and get this supplement then and get this supplement. And so we just stopped. We're like, no, if that's all you believe, that the only way you can be healthy is for eating supplements, then that is not the way. What do we believe? We believe in a garden.
Yes. Now, also, that in addition to the recommended diets being a problem, we believe that there can be a regeneration of poor health. In the same way, you can regenerate your land through the grazing
Using
methods
paddocks and
all the techniques. You can improve soil that's poor by adding a lot of biomass to it. I mean, there's so many techniques to it, and we know we can regenerate the land. We can regenerate through several different techniques where we are. Our bodies are no different. They're part of this whole biosphere that we live in. And when we give them what they need, not what we want, what our eyes want, but what our body needs, we'll regenerate. We will get healthy. We're going to be joined by some turkeys in a few moments here.
But the way that we are able to eat nutrient-dense food is by growing it in nutrient-dense soil. So when we started this journey, really 180 days ago, we were like, well, it's nice to have a homestead. That's just a nice thing that we'll put on top of eating real food and exercising and being emotionally well. Now, after 141 days, we know that it is such an integral part of health.
Well, from our own experience, but as we've met through our online friends, more people who are having similar experiences to ours, seeing what they're doing, what they're achieving, we're not just more convinced, we have a broader, deeper understanding of what it takes to be healthy, what it takes to have a homestead that's producing the kinds of foods that we really need.
Here, I'll just turn the camera for a moment. We have been joined by our friends. Make sure it's still right. Okay.
They're amazing.
We love these turkeys. Well, I think they're going to be pets for life.
For their life, anyway. Sorry.
Next subject. Anyway, homesteading, what we feel now is with our mission is to be able to help people our age understand the importance of growing their own food and getting some kind of a homestead, whether it's in their backyard or getting land to do it, because that is the way they will get healthy.
All they have is a patio.
So we actually are writing a book that talks about helping 50 and 60-year-olds
70, 80,
learn
90.
to get a homestead, and we haven't got the title yet, but that's what we're doing because we feel so strongly about it being
It's the
there.
way to age in place.
It is.
And that's a big issue. What we've mentioned before is we both worked in the long-term care industry in various positions. I don't know that maybe one or two of the many people that we met didn't care to age in place. They wanted to go live in a retirement home. Most people fight it tooth and nail. They want to stay in their homes. The best way to do that is to have a safe place, obviously, yes, but to have good, nutritious food and good exercise. And that's what a homestead is going to give you.
So a couple more points. A balance in our diet is so
They're
important.
eating your seeds out of your garden.
Would you like to move them out of here?
Okay, guys.
A balance
Let's go.
in our diet, and that's why we don't do
jump up there.
paleo, because
Walk
we
on the garden.
absolutely do grains. We don't do vegetarian because we absolutely do meat,
go.
sparingly in small amounts, but we do meat. We do fat, the good fat. We do all of the good things, and so we eat a balance, and that's what's so important to our health. And it's nothing weird, and I'm not saying you're weird if you choose to do it. I'm just saying we feel very strongly that balance in your diet is important. And which brings us is
well, and two, what we're experiencing. I mean, we've always balanced our diet somewhat, but we're seeing that there are certain ratios that make the most sense but between the basic food groups, and there's certain of the
It's really easy to
specifics.
eat too many carbs. And
Yes,
so,
unbelievably easy.
yeah.
Even when you're trying to eat healthy. So that's crucial, and we're going to explore that one more. That's an important one. I mean, you got to start with eating the real food, and you got to start with balance, but getting down into the specifics will take you to a whole new level on being healthy.
So exercise is also extremely necessary, and we've been doing a very good job of it the last 2 weeks, and I'm very excited about that. Then I got hurt. If you don't know, I kind of took a fall. Didn't fall to the ground. I was just doing something silly, washing the car, and I slipped and came down and hit my sternum on the edge of the hood, and it was full force. And so I'm having to be really careful when I exercise right now, but it's healing.
But you have to exercise. To think that doing not a little bit, but a lot of homestead work is going to do it. It's usually repetitive. It's not going to be full body, and it's not going to get you stretched out. You're going to hurt yourself because you're going to have muscles and joints that aren't ready for some of the strains that you all of a sudden put on them. And that's not going to help you. That's not what you want to do. You have to do full body exercise to get every joint, every muscle strengthened. And there's a lot more to it than that.
And I think we'll do another exercise time coming up soon.
We're going to have to do that. Big one here, the next one, stress control. Stress kills. You can't say it any
Stress sends your
simpler than
insulin
that.
sky high, sends your belly increases your belly fat. I mean, stress kills. And so go and have fun. I mean, stop looking at life as it's so horrible.
If you have a stressful circumstance, find a way to change it.
Dale Carnegie used to say, if you have a problem that's a stressful problem and it's really worried about you, then take it and decide what is the worst thing that could happen and play that scenario out. Okay, then deal with it, and 9 times out of 10, that scenario is not going to happen. But that will help you be able to do it. What's the last one?
This is an important one. When you learn something valuable that helps you, that makes a difference, you need to share it. Other people need to have the same benefit that you're gaining. Share it.
So we are unique in that we have been married almost 45 years. We really, really like each other. And we love doing this together. And we've gotten really great feedback. We just appreciate our subscribers so much. If you think somebody might enjoy watching us or might benefit from learning what we're teaching, please share this and have others come. Remember, we're still doing the oldest subscriber contest, and we had
Valuable book is the prize.
and we had put out there some challenges to 5 different people about telling how they do real food on their homestead. So share it, like it, subscribe to it, and have a beautiful day.
Thanks for watching.